of the judiciary family. I believe the honorable sponsor would recall that in the hearing that we had on September 16, I had requested for the list of aging cases that have been pending in the Sandigan Bayan, some for 20 years, some for over 30 years, including a summary of what cases are involved, the amount of government funds involved, and the reasons for delay. May I know, Your Honor, if the list is available?
Yes, first of all, thank you, Mr. Speaker, distinguished colleague, the illustrious son of an illustrious statesman of our country, the late Senator Jose Wright Diokno. And we have here the status of cases which have been, the year it has been filed, and the present status. So right now, this is the report of our presiding justice, Geraldine Faith Ikong. And now we have here, there's a list. Not so many. I'm counting about 10 cases now. Only 10 cases. Would you like us to read this, or would you like to receive a copy of this? Because it starts with July 29, 1987. You are right, Your Honor. And this is about Republic versus Maria Remedios Argana et al. Then we have also case number 0010, Republic versus Ferdinand A. Marcos et al., civil in nature, 1987. Would you like me to read the others?
Just if I may be provided with the copy.
To be provided.
Your Honor.
Right now, we provide you only 10 cases, and we are therefore going to provide you this, and we will certainly urge the Sandigan Bayan to make sure that I think that is what you would be asking for, to write finish to these cases.
Yes,
Thank you.
Honorable Sponsor. In fact, as I had requested, not only for the 10 cases, but if I recall, there were 10 civil cases pending since 1987, around more than 10 cases pending for more than 20 years, and around 242 cases pending before the Sandigan Bayan for more than 10 years.
Yes.
I was requesting for the information about those cases because I am concerned, and I would like to ask, in fact, what we can do, what Congress can do to support the Sandigan Bayan so that these cases can be fast-tracked and resolved as quickly as possible. So if I may request the expanded list
Yes.
to be provided.
We will give you the expanded list of all pending since 1987. And just to inform you that many of these pending cases are post-judgment, meaning my MR, there are other motions, and then my auction sale pa, it lengthens the proceedings. But most of them have already been decided on its merit. So the post-judgment action of the litigants. But we are going to give you, now we're going to give you these 10, and we will give you the others as you have requested, the Honorable. Thank you, distinguished colleague.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Your Honor. Thank you, Presiding Justice of the Sandigan Bayan. Just on that same point, if I may, sir, may I know what the courts, the judiciary, not just the Sandigan Bayan, but the Supreme Court, is planning as far as fast-tracking corruption cases? We know that this is now very much part of our national conversation, and we want these cases to be resolved as quickly as possible. We know that the longer a corruption case takes, the harder it is to hold the persons involved accountable. And we want to support, on the part of the Congress, any mechanisms that could be put in place to fast-track corruption cases, Your Honor.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Precisely, the Sandigan Bayan is now crafting new rules to shorten the trial in the Sandigan Bayan. They're now looking at only 120 days. And so we'll furnish our distinguished colleague once the Sandigan Bayan promulgates the new rules, especially on the issues of corruption, on the flood control. allegations that we have in the present time. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Thank you, Honorable Sponsor. I just have a few more questions. At the last hearing as well on September 16, I queried the Honorable Court Administrator about whether there is a monitoring system to ensure that those who are convicted by final judgment are actually serving their sentence. And I recall the Honorable Sponsor also followed up on my query because we feel that this is something that has to be done, not only, and this would involve not just the Supreme Court, but the different agencies that would involve the Office of the Ombudsman, the Sandigan Bayan, even the Bureau of Corrections. First question, if I may, Honorable Sponsor, is this included in the current budget request of the judiciary?
Thank you. First of all, to answer the first question, yes, there is a Justice Sector Coordinating Council. Precisely because after there is a decision and there is a judgment of conviction and there's an order including penalties of imprisonment, the honorable gentleman would like to have a monitoring of those who have been convicted so that they surely go to jail. So therefore, we have this, and the court administrator is saying that they will soon convene this one again precisely to make sure that there are now new rules to monitor the convicted accused, that they will properly serve their sentence. So that will be given also to our distinguished representative.
Thank you for that. I am aware of the Justice Sector Coordinating Council. Perhaps I know this may not be able to be done within this budget cycle, but I believe that perhaps in the coming budget cycles next year, we could establish a permanent database, a permanent monitoring system involving the different agencies that would ensure that those who are convicted by final judgment actually serve their sentences. I am particularly concerned about corruption cases, again, because this involved the people's money, and we want to make sure that there is real accountability and punishment for those involved, Mr. Sponsor.
Thank you once again. We appreciate that suggestion, and we are of notice that precisely there has to be a report on the status of the implementation. But let me just inform this honorable august body that we indeed have a budget for 2026 for the Justice Sector Convergence Program. But the problem is that they were reduced from the proposal of 475 million, they were only given 175 million. And so they are requesting for the balance of 157 million to be restored, so that there will be full monitoring and full reports of those who are convicted, especially in corruption cases, to be published and to be seen that they are indeed implemented. So we thank you, and we ask the sponsor to help us, our distinguished colleague to help us restore this budget for the Justice Sector Convergence Program. Thank you.
Definitely, Mr. Speaker, definitely, Mr. Sponsor. Thank you. I have no more questions.